Walking around the streets of Bangalore made me wonder, am I even in India? This city moves so much faster ahead than all the stereotypes. It's clean, fast, modern. I think India will look like this in a few decades. I asked some locals what to see and they told me there's not much. And actually, that's kinda true. Yes, there are some beautiful old buildings and nice parks, but the real spectacle here is everyday life, with its palm trees, colorful houses, and vibrant streets. It feels like there's a revolution happening in every street, in every corner. It's a city where dreams come true, and because of this, there's a constant influx of people moving here. Along with them come their cultures, and this creates situations like this one. This is a traditional Indian place, and just by it is a place that makes fucking spaghetti ice cream. Even the local language looks a bit like spaghetti. It blows my mind this could actually mean something. It's good to get discounts on auto-ride, but imagine speaking this language. Like, you speak and spaghetti comes out of your mouth. Well, this is just an oddly shaped vanilla ice cream. The superstar of South Indian food though is dosa, a rice pancake that's fried and then filled, generally with spiced potatoes. I wanted to try some good ones and I started with this. Okay, listen, a more serious food vlogger would have probably done some research. I'm just gonna go to random places. It's not just laziness. I also didn't want to try the more touristy spots to avoid contaminating my opinion. I think people go to famous places and then try to bend their opinion into liking stuff just because they've been told it's good. And that's fine. I just wanted my opinions to be my own. Okay, it's not bad. It's very crispy. I'm gonna say it's just a little bit bland. I tried a bunch of other places, but actually I didn't really like any of them. This one was way too spicy and it burned the top of my mouth. Here, they didn't even have it. I ended up ordering this platter full of stuff. Okay, so this is the neer dosa, which is sort of a roti, but made with rice. It was not a dosa, but it tasted pretty good, I have to say. The final nail in the coffin was this place. Their special dosa, first of all, looked nothing like a dosa. And secondly, it was too spicy and too sweet at the same time. I have no idea how they managed to do this. I guess I should have done some research. Anyway, dosa became absolutely impalatable, but South Indians accompanied their meals with filter coffee. And that was what I tried to suppress my disappointment with. This guy was a total show-off. I'm pretty sure you don't need to do all that. It tasted great though. And it's not just restaurants. You can find filter coffee at most taperies around the city for 10-15 rupees. A lot of popular coffee chains in the country were started here as well. For some reason, every time you order at these places, the barista tries to convince you to buy some crazy drinks. Like, would you like to try our iced mocha double triple espresso with vanilla flavoring? What am I, a psychopath? Just give me my latte, bro. It almost feels like they take making coffee way too seriously. Like, can you even taste the difference? Cafes are also littered with people working on their computers. What kind of work can you get done at a coffee place with loud, shitty music? I just think they're pretending, trying to look mysterious, cool, and busy. I've personally seen people watch movies at cafes. Like, can't you watch that at home? But sometimes, these kinds of places are not breeding ground for morons, but for actual people doing actual work. After all, this is the Indian Silicon Valley. Everybody's working on the startup, and if you close your eyes and listen carefully, you will hear in the distance
big data, machine learning, blockchain, artificial intelligence.
Venture capitalist is a real job out here as well. What is a venture capitalist?
A venture capitalist.
Yes.
I'm not sure about that.
Do you know what it is?
I don't know idea.
Apparently, Google says they're investors who take a lot of risk on small companies with huge potential. To me, it sounds like greed dressed up as innovation and progress. But it's not as bad as you might think. It's been happening forever. Visiting Bangalore Palace, I found out this guy built a bunch of railways and made his kingdom flourish. Now, why do you think he built all the infrastructure? To gather more resources and make more money for himself, or because he was just a sweetheart who really wanted to see his people move around more? Well, luckily the two go hand in hand. Generally speaking, economic growth is a somewhat good driver for progress at the end of the day. It's a bit unlucky that all that's left of this guy is a shitty statue, considering the chapris that visit his palace get photo shoots. I'm sure the guy who built railways upon railways would have absolutely loved a nice edit of himself with crazy transitions. That would really have cemented his legacy and done him justice. I think we'd all respect him so much more. We'll all be forgotten, yet we fear judgment. That's funny. It's hard to imagine that this guy laid the foundation for what happens today in these streets, in this city. And I really love this place. I love the weather, the vibes, the culture. A handful of extremely talented people out here today are laying the groundwork for the future generations. Not just India, I'm talking about the whole world. And then, they'll be forgotten. But maybe this time they can get something more than just an anonymous shitty statue. A group of girls approached me telling me their friend's in love with me, and then the friend came over and I asked for a number at that point and she said no. Like what?